How can you get more cash value in a whole life insurance policy by just making it better? I met with someone over this past weekend, and while meeting with him, we were able to show him how he could get another $100,000 in cash value by not doing anything different. He's paying the exact same amount of money with the exact same product. And then when we showed him how he can make some adjustments, he got another $200,000 in cash value. The key is to be aware of the different options and know what questions to ask. So what we're going to go over is where he started, and then we'll show what he was shown, and then also the options we showed him. So where he started is with company selection. He was interested initially in New York Life, but then also looked at Mass Mutual. When we connected, we also discussed Guardian. He ultimately said, I'm most comfortable with Mass Mutual. So we focused on Mass Mutual. The product he liked the most was Mass Mutual's 10-pay product. So when we look at all of Mass Mutual's products, their 10-pay product is designed for cash accumulation, and you will see the highest internal rate of return with that product compared to all other products. That's what he was interested in, so we focused on the 10-pay. His plan is to pay $50,000 per year for 10 years, which moves a total of $500,000 into this policy. Now, he had met with another firm about 5 or 6 times. He had several questions. The illustrations, whenever he would ask for an update, took forever. And the thing is, when he would finally get those illustrations, they wouldn't look good. He's like, why would I do this? It just feels like a bad deal. So he had reached out to our company. We showed him different options that gave him more money, which was his goal with the cash value life insurance policy. So here's what we're going to look at. We're going to look at the same Mass Mutual 10-pay policy. So the company is going to be the same, but we're going to design it differently. So again, if this is you, you're looking at the same policy, same company, different design, and this will show you how to get more money or to make it better. Make sense? All right. So what we'll start with is exactly what he was shown with the other agency. So again, this is $500,000 over 10 years. The first year cash value was $18,000 and change. By the 10th year, he had $533,000 in change. At that point, he had paid a total of $500,000. And by the 20th year, he's got $940,000. So let's take a look at the actual illustration. And this is what he was shown. So as we look at this guy, up top, we see that it is a Mass Mutual 10-pay product in the top right-hand corner. At the very top, you can see what the premium is right here, $50,000. Now, if you see underneath annually, this lined up with this guy here, base policy insurance, what that means is that this is your base premium. You're committed to that, and it also generates the least cash value, especially upfront. But just focusing on the numbers we looked at earlier, there's your total cash value. First year, 18 and change, and by the 10th year, it's 533 and change. Exact same numbers we had on the whiteboard. So what we're going to look at as we start to compare these illustrations is this. It makes it a bit easier. So again, same policy here. First year cash value, $18,000 and change. 10th year, 533. By the 20th year, you're at 941. So keep those numbers in mind. What we're going to look at is the exact same policy with the exact same out-of-pocket, just designed differently. So we want the same $50,000 per year going in over 10 years. And check this out. First year, instead of $18,000, his cash value is $45,000. That's 90% of $50,000. So it's a massive increase in the first year. By the 10th year, it's more than $600,000. And by the 20th year, it's almost $1,040,000. There's that $100,000 increase in cash value, keeping everything exactly the same in terms of his out-of-pocket, but just designing the policy differently. So here's the exact design of the policy. So same Mass Mutual 10-pay product, where we see base policy insurance. Remember how that was lined up with $50,000 before? Check this out. Now it's lined up with $5,000. So what we did is divide it by 10. We literally just pushed the base premium as low as we could. We did add a term insurance rider to the policy, which helps us prevent a MEC, which is a taxable event. But then we plowed everything else in to what is called our paid up additions rider. Mass Mutual has two versions of this: their life insurance supplement rider and their additional life insurance rider, fancy terms for their PUA riders, but we are plowing money into PUAs. The bottom line is this. Instead of $18,000 in the first year, now he has $45,000 in the first year. And by the 10th year, he's got more than $600,000. If we compare the two side by side, in blue is what he's paying, $50 per year for 10 years. On the far right, you see your cash value difference. How much more do you have in the first year? A lot more, $26,000. And your out-of-pocket's exactly the same. Same company, same product, same everything. Just the agent set it up different. By the 10th year, that difference is $75K. And by the 20th year, there's that $100,000 difference in cash value. So by asking questions and learning how a policy can be set up to be better, meaning more cash value, he's able to get another $100,000 in cash value by the time he's 60, and that gap just widens over time. Interesting stuff, right? Let's look at the next step, which is making it even better. So his plan was to move a total of $500,000 into a policy. He could do it for over 10 years, but if he does it quicker, especially at his age, he'll have even more money. So what we looked at as an alternative is 500 over 5 years, which is 100,000 per year. So now in the first year, he put 100 in. You'll see he'll have $90,000 in cash value. By the 10th year, $675, and by the 20th year, $1.16 million. See these increases, like what's happening here as we keep on improving it? Let's look at the side by side. We'll look at it just on Excel this time to keep it simple. So there's the first one he was shown compared to this. What do you notice? Big difference in cash value. Now, to be fair, we don't want to look at the comparison until we're at year 10, because at that point, you've paid $500,000 into both of them. So you paid $500 into both. On the original option, $533, new option, $675. That's more than a $100,000 increase. It's $140. And then by the 20th year, check that out. You're more than $200,000 in cash value. Same out of pocket, exact same product, exact same company, just designing it differently, and in this case, funding it a little bit faster too. And then we saved the best for last, of course. Based on his age, getting the money in faster, 3 years was really the sweet spot. Now, this depends on his comfort level as well, if he wants to get the money in this quickly. But doing this, ton of cash value up front. Look at the 20th year. 1.183, almost $1.2 million in cash value. We'll do the same thing we just did. So there's the original Mass Mutual 10-pay. Here we go with the new one. I don't need to go through these numbers. That cash value difference speaks for itself. 10th year, $150,000 more. 20th year, you're more than $200,000 plus in cash value. Same out of pocket, same $500,000. It's really just knowing how to design the policy. And what you'll see with the better options, so here's 100 for 5 years. Up top, that premium's at 10%. Here's the 100 over 3 years. Up top, that premium is at 10% of the total payment. If that's consistent, that's going to beef up your early cash value and long-term cash value as well. So we made the cash value better. What's the lesson here? Well, the big lesson is if I'm him, I want to ask questions. He continued to ask questions. He wanted the numbers to work because his plan is not just to park money and let it sit and grow. No, he wants to be able to use it for real estate and other opportunities. So he wants his cash value up front without sacrificing long-term returns. So the key is these 3 steps. Number 1, your first year cash value should typically fall somewhere between 80 and 90% of your total payment. Meaning if you pay in 10 grand, the first year cash value should range between $8,000 and $9,000. Number 2, the break-even point should fall somewhere between 3 and 6 years. In most cases, it should be between 3 and 5 years, but depending on our age, health, and company and product we're looking at, sometimes it takes 6 years. The break-even is when your total cash value is equal to or greater than your total payments. So if I pay $10K per year, by the 5th year, I paid $50,000. If my cash value is finally $50,000 or more by the 5th year, that's considered my break-even point. But I would look for a break-even between 3 and 6 years. And then I would always at least consider the major mutual companies. He considered 3 of them, New York Life, Mass Mutual, and Guardian. The other is Northwestern Mutual. The reason why I would consider those companies is because we've seen consistent proof of performance, meaning not just good-looking illustrations where they look good on paper and then under-deliver, which happens a lot in the life insurance industry. No, we've seen them produce real, actual results where policyholders are happy. So I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you'd like to see more case studies like this, you can check out our website as we've got a ton of case studies on how to maximize cash value, how to use a policy to pay off debt, invest in real estate, and all other fun things when it comes to cash value life insurance. As always, I hope this helps.